I want to take a moment to talk about why Riri Williams in Ironheart comes across more as a villain than a true hero, especially when you look at her choices and the consequences they lead to. The show starts with her being expelled from MIT for selling her projects to other students, which is already an ethical red flag. Right after being expelled, she steals the Ironheart armor, yes, something she built, but still MIT property, and crashes it in Chicago after the university remotely shuts it down with a built-in failsafe. That's two major infractions within the first act. What's more telling, though, is her motivation. Throughout the series, Riri repeatedly says she needs money and that her dream is to be, quote, iconic. Her goal isn't necessarily to help people or make the world better, it's to be recognized. She constantly compares herself to Iron Man, even claiming that if she had Tony Stark's billions, she could easily build a better suit. But that completely misses the point. Tony Stark built his first suit in a cave, under duress, using scraps, not wealth. His transformation into Iron Man was driven by a desire to protect others, to take responsibility for the destruction his weapons had caused. Riri, by contrast, is building her suit for clout. Her behavior during the heist is another red flag. She brings in a laser device to cut off a piece of the hood's cloak out of curiosity, despite the risk, and ends up triggering an alarm. When Parker's cousin John confronts her and things spiral into violence, she kills him, intentionally, by trapping him in a room filling with carbon dioxide. Not only does she leave the laser behind, but she also shows more concern over losing her device than taking a life. That moment alone frames her as someone who is dangerously self-centered and careless with power. Now, to be fair, this is only the first half of the season. There's still time for growth. It's possible that Riri will have a genuine redemption arc, some kind of turning point or realization that helps her reflect on her actions and change her path. If the second half of the season leads into that kind of character development, there's potential for her to evolve into someone more heroic. But if she continues down the road she's currently on, prioritizing recognition, disregarding consequences, and making morally questionable choices, then it feels like the show is steering her in the wrong direction. If Marvel is trying to present Riri as the heir to Iron Man's legacy, this portrayal feels completely off. She might be a genius, but her moral compass is nowhere near Stark's. Tony evolved into a hero by taking accountability and channeling his intelligence into saving lives. Riri, so far, seems to be going down the opposite, using her brilliance for self-promotion, ignoring the fallout of her decisions, and crossing lines a true hero wouldn't. If this is supposed to be the next Iron Man, they're doing a poor job of selling her as one. At this stage, she's more of an anti-hero or even a villain than the symbol of hope and redemption that Iron Man became.